Alright guys, I'm out here cruising a junkyard. Found some nice, well, not nice, 4th generation Camaros and Firebirds. Unfortunately, this is where they come to die. But I'm looking for a valve cover, which I found already. I'll show y'all what I found it out of, because mine is leaking oil towards the back, and there's a couple of things I might do. First off, it's most likely they're leaking in the back because my valve cover on it is slightly bent in the back. Either that or it's just one of those freak leaks, which my bet is that it's a little bit bent. So that's why I'm getting another one of these. One way you can re-bend them back into shape is put them on a piece of wood, and then you kind of lightly hammer on it until it's back in shape. You don't want to do it on metal because that might damage it. So you want to put it on a piece of wood, and that can bend it back into shape. But I'm still going to get one of these just in case while I'm at the junkyard. So I'm getting one of these. This is either my backup plan or the primary plan. I'll have to decide whenever the time comes. Look at this one. This one would have been a nice looking car back in the day, I bet you. This is the same one that I pulled the burger panel off for my car. I've also pulled a couple of headlights out of it. I'll show you. Pulled both the headlight and one of the, what do you call those? They're not fog lights. The high beams, that's what it is. Still got its fuel lines. They don't look horrible. Oh, and it's even got its electric fans. The interior's kind of trashed. As you can see, this is the 94 to 96 interior. 93 would have been the same, except they had a little bit different of a gauge type. It was still the same, just kind of different font and a little bit different of colors. They were more yellowish. Also, the tail lights. If you're not familiar with 4th gen Camaros, these are the tail lights they used from 93 to 96. Whereas 97 has it to where, here, I'll try to turn this camera. You see, 97, like mine and up, would just have the brake light, and then it would have a reverse light and a blinker all separate instead of it just being 2 panels like that. But this is also the car that I pulled this valve cover out of. So let's see if there's any other sweet Camaros that are all broken down in this lot. Oh, this is 94. Here's another one I see over here. Man, all of these looked like back in the day they would have been pretty nice rides. Like, you see the pin striping along it. This is a 94 as well. Let's see if it's a Z28. Nope, it looks like this is just the base. You see, that's what I was talking about taillights, although this one's kind of... Oh, wait, no, it's not. It tricked me. You see that how that's broken right there? And it's a 94. Already contradicting what I said. Somebody took its mirror. There's you the 110 mile per hour speedo. Looks like it would have been an automatic, which is pretty typical of these cars, unfortunately. I wish there were more manuals. Yeah, look at that, a 3.4 liter V6 in its natural habitat. This one's seen better days. This one may be the one that I grabbed a coolant return line from the reservoir. I cannot remember which one I pulled it from, but I'm no stranger to this junkyard at this point, at least. But you know, I kind of like that car. Now here's what I'm talking about. This is a 98 plus model. There we go. It's a 2000, it says, with 3.8 liter V6. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's a supercharger right there. Wonder what that's from. Let's take a little look around this. I remember this one because you can see that it has a black burger panel in the back. And here's those taillights I was telling you about. This is the actual kind. But I was trying to get the burger panel off of this one. But as you can see, I didn't have any cutting tools. And also on the inside, let me put that valve cover down. You can see its trunk pop button is gone or not there. And ooh, this one was a manual. I never noticed that. Sorry if my finger was in the way. I noticed it right there. But on one of these V6s, I'm not exactly sure how to pop the trunk if it doesn't have the the electronic button, so I'm not sure how to manually override the trunk. And as you can see, I wasn't gonna crawl up in there, so I went on frustrated, just thinking, well, I guess I won't get a burger panel today. Then I saw that 94 Z28 and took it, and that was great because it was a Z28, so it would keep the Z28 badge and not be a V6 rear panel. I kind of like that steering wheel too. I always like the Camaro steering wheels a little more than the Firebirds because they don't have any buttons other than the horn. I think that's how steering wheels should be. That's almost perfect. And this interior doesn't look too bad either. Let's see what gears it would have had. GU5s, that would have been 323. Now we're talking. We've got an 02 Firebird right here. That would be the 3.8 liter as well. And this was one I also looked. You see the return line down there, but it's kind of junked and trashy on this one. So I did not get it. That paint, I bet you if this wasn't in the junkyard, I bet you some of those scratches are from the junkyard. Not all of them, of course, but doesn't look terribly bad. Just looks old. They've done away with the interior on this one. Look at that. They've almost got it all out. There's the dash, rear view mirror. This was a T-top car. Man, I love Firebirds and Trans Ams. I love them so much. They're just gorgeous cars. Let's see if we could find one in better shape. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm here with my white Camaro. As y'all know, I was buying the valve cover for it, but it runs now. I've just got the battery disconnected. I replaced the OptiSpark, and the funniest thing was, it wasn't actually the OptiSpark internally that failed. It was actually the cool wire. I think it had slightly backed off a little bit. You know, it had been on about, that Opti had been on about 8,000 miles or so, and it slightly backed out and arced and burned the, which I know that's bad, it burned the, what do you call it, the little nozzle where the cool wire connects to the OptiSpark, you know, at the top that feeds all 8 plugs. Well, it had slightly backed off and arced and burned that nozzle off. So the OptiSpark was unusable anyway, so it's kind of it was annoying to replace the whole thing. I also fixed a little timing cover leak, I believe. But it runs, and I'm sure it drives too. But I haven't driven it yet. I've been putting coolant in it, and I think it's all sorted out, just except for an oil change and then that valve cover gasket. So thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little different than usual, but I know I enjoyed making it.